Thank you so much. This morning, the pledge will be given by Dane Morales and Taylor Morales. Welcome.
Please join us in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yep. The House will come to order. Please take the roll.
Representatives Arndt, Becker J. J. Becker.
Excused.
Becker K.
Excused.
Beckman. Benavides. Bridges. Buck. Buckner.
She just texted me and said she's stuck in.
Buckner.
Excused.
Carver. Catlin. Coleman.
TK's Tracy.
Covarrubias.
Traffic.
Danielson. Escar.
Traffic.
Escar. Did she just?
Excused.
Everett.
Excused.
Exum. Foot. Garnett. Janal. Gray. Gray. Representative Jay Becker is present. Hamner. Hanson. Oh, Representative Gray excused. Thank you. Herod. Putin. Putin. Humphrey. Humphrey.
Excused.
Jackson. Kennedy. Kraft Arp.
Excused.
Landgraf. Oh, thank you. Lawrence. Lawrence.
Excused. Folks,
Let's
if
talk.
we could help get all of our colleagues to the floor, please, that'd be great.
Lee. Leonard. Lewis. Representative Escar is present. Liston. Lontine. Lundeen. McKean. McLaughlin. Melton.
What's up, Connor? How you doing? Good to see you.
Michelson Janae. Midgebush. Navarro. Neville. Nordberg.
Excused.
Pabon. Pedersen.
Excused.
Rankin. Ransom. Rosenthal. Sane.
Excused.
Salazar. Salazar. Representative Humphrey is present.
Excused.
Sias. Singer.
Excused.
Thurlow. Valdez.
Good morning, Colorado!
Van Winkle. Weissman. Willett. Williams. Wilson. Winter. Wist, excused. Young. Madam Speaker.
Excused.
The rest of the slide: Becker, K, Buckner, Ray, Rathgar, Lawrence, Nordberg, Pedersen, Sane, Salazar, Singer,
With 53 present, 12 excused, and 0 absent, we have a quorum. Representative Valdez.
Gracias, la Presidenta pro tempore. Yo le propongo la lectura del diario de debates del martes 2 de mayo sea dispensada y aprobada según ha sido corregida por la oficial mayor.
Representative Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move the reading of the Journal of Monday, May 1st, 2017, and dispense and approve as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
Well, thank you, Representative Valdez. I'm pretty sure we already approved that motion. Maybe you would like to approve the journal from yesterday.
That's what
Tuesday
I
the
thought, Madam.
2nd. Representative Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. That's what I thought. I move the reading of the Journal of Tuesday, May 2nd, 2017, to be dispensed with approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
Muy bien, muchísimas gracias.
De
You've all
nada.
heard the motion in front of us. All those in favor of adopting the journal, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. No! The ayes clearly have it today, sir. The motion is adopted. Announcements and introductions. Representative Landgraf, Representative Weissman, Representative Wilson.
I'll stand between you. You take the mic.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Members, I need your attention. Members, all of you. This is little Johnny. I don't know if you can see, but little Johnny is crying. Thank you. Little Johnny is crying because his daddy,
Thank you.
you're welcome, is not coming home.
Representative Weissman.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Again, members, we are down here trying to raise some funds for a charity that supports kids who lost a parent in the line of duty for our country. We have a modest goal for all of us in this chamber and the other chamber a few steps from here to raise $1,500, which is the cost of supporting one such young person. That is $15 each for all 100 of us who are in here. That is a very modest amount. And I'm specifically here to pass on some news from Rep. Landgraf that our side, and I'm talking to all of my people over here now, we are lagging behind the other side. I would like us to at least see parity. So everybody, please, if you have not contributed, please find a little bit to do so. Thank you.
Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Colleagues, this happened during the steer dollars, too. We may be outnumbered over here on the right side of the aisle, but we're not outspent. We're still ahead in this, so the challenge that Representative Weissman put forward, colleagues on the left side need to pony up.
Representative Landgraf.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I wanted to thank everybody that has donated. We've actually received donations from citizens during the Veterans Caucus. Of course, many of you have donated more than the $15 even. We have sergeants, staff, and appreciate every single dime. But more importantly, the kid who will benefit, who will be taken off the waiting list and supported until they're 18 will appreciate this, and they need it. So for those of you who were not listening on this side of the aisle, I want to point out once again that this side has been lagging, and you don't want to be laggers. You don't want to be laggers. You want to be leaders. This will be at my desk, or you can give it to Representative Wilson, who has little Johnny, or Representative Weissman.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just to end on an up note, we're jesting, of course, about left and right DNR down here. The issue is not left versus right. The issue on this particular project, this fundraising effort, is really forward. So let's go forward from where we are, which is 600 and some, to 1,500. And let's also go forward in the next 6 days and try to get some good stuff done around here. Thank you.
Thank you, representatives, for your effort for the children of the fallen and for a little early morning shame. Representative Landgraf, raise some money for a good cause. Representative Lee.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Judiciary Committee, if I could have your attention. Judiciary Committee, we will be meeting tomorrow. We have one bill, the reviser's bill. So tomorrow afternoon, Judiciary will meet. Thank you.
Representative Jackson.
Thank you, Speaker Pro Tem. Members, I very much appreciate your attention. I know that a lot of you have heard about the NAACP, but I'm wondering how much you really know about the NAACP. I am proud to introduce you to some members of both the Aurora and the Denver branch of the NAACP. Go ahead and stand up for me. So I don't know if you all know, but the NAACP was founded in 1909. It's been the vanguard for social justice and equity throughout our nation. It's more than 500,000 members and supporters throughout the United States and the world are premier advocates for civil rights in their various and sundry communities. The mission of the NAACP is to ensure the political, educational, social, and economic equity for everybody. Did you hear that? Everybody. And to eliminate race-based discrimination. Hey folks, I don't know if you know what year it is, but it's 2017. That means that this organization has been fighting for racial justice for more than 100 years. Now, there are some specific areas where the NAACP is focusing its efforts to eradicate inequality, again, for everyone, but specifically as it relates to African Americans and, of course, other people who face the same struggles. We want economic sustainability. That means the same shot at the American dream as everyone else. We want a free, quality public education with diverse and accessible options for higher learning. We want health equity for all Americans. We want equitable criminal justice policies, particularly as it relates to incarceration, sentencing, and policing policies. We believe that every American should have open and protected access to vote and equal representation. And finally, we are committed to our future by empowering our young people and fostering critical thinking and community engagement. Thank you all for listening, and again, please join me in welcoming our advocates from the NAACP to our Capitol.
Welcome, guests. Representative Humphrey.
Hey, good morning, members. Just wanted to mention really quickly that Rocky Mountain Gun Owners is in a trial just across the street in Denver District Court, challenging the constitutionality of the 2013 magazine ban. The law is being challenged based on the Colorado Constitution's Article 2, Section 13, protections of our right to keep and bear arms. And I hope you join me in wishing Colorado gun owners and RMGO luck in striking down this unconstitutional law. Thank you.
Representative Melton. And Representative Everett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Members, we are now in our last week of session, which means that we only have one Friday left. So all week we are going to be promoting Bow Tie, Bolo, Baby, Scarf Friday. And this Friday special in particular because it's the Derby. So ladies, wear your hats. And guys, because it's also Cinco de Mayo, wear your sombreros.
Ole.
Representative Lee.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I, too, would like to honor the NAACP for the extraordinary work they do on behalf of civil rights. I'm a lifetime silver subscribing member of the NAACP and serve on their executive board. And one of my proudest moments was 10, 12 years ago when I went to the national convention of the NAACP and presented a resolution in support of restorative justice from the floor of a 2,000-person convention. So I salute, I honor, and I praise the NAACP for being the leading civil rights advocacy organization in the United States. Thank you, NAACP.
Representative Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Members, on your desk, you'll find an invitation to a little reception this Friday morning about the Solar Decathlon. If you haven't heard of this before, I can tell you it's a great program. In 2002, I was on CU Boulder's first Solar Decathlon team, where we built a solar home and competed against 13 other universities in competitions related to energy production and energy efficiency. Well, this year, the Solar Decathlon is going to be in Denver, and at some point in October, I'll be reaching out to all of you about a field trip out to visit some of the solar homes out there. But if you're interested in learning more and you don't have a bill up in appropriations on Friday morning, stop by the Spring Cafe between 8 and 9 and learn all about the program. Thank you.
Thank you. I have one announcement. On Wednesday, May 3rd, Leslie Herod will replace Steve Lebstock on the Local Government Committee for one day only. Okay, colleagues, I know that there were some traffic accidents that kept people from getting here on time today. Thanks for letting me know. We excused everybody who's not here, but while we wait for them to get here, we're going to do a little bit of business on the floor here. Reports of committee of reference.
Committee on Judiciary. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following. House Bill 1319 be postponed indefinitely. House Bill 1360 be referred favorably to the Committee on Finance. Senate Bill 201 be referred favorably to the Committee on Appropriations. Senate Bill 236 be amended as follows and as so amended be referred to the Committee on Appropriations with favorable recommendation.
Signing of bills, resolutions, and memorials.
The Speaker has signed Senate Bill
Signing of bills,
217 and
resolutions, and
218.
memorials will be added to the journal. Delivery of bills to the governor.
The Chief Clerk of the House of Representatives
Delivery of
reports
bills
the
to the
following.
governor will be added to the journal. Printing report.
The Chief Clerk reports the following. Bill has been correctly printed. House Bill 1370.
Hey, Connor. The House will stand in a brief recess.
I'm here. Thank you.
House will come back to order. Mr. Assistant Minority Leader, Representative Garnett. Majority Leader, holy mackerel.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move to proceed out of order for consideration of third reading of bills.
Seeing no objection, we will move into third reading of bills. Members, please take your seats. We're moving into third reading. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1303.
House Bill 1303 by Representatives Whiston Lee, House Senators Gardner and Kagan concerning the judicial performance evaluation system in connection therewith making an appropriation.
To be careful, this isn't here.
Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of House Bill 1303 on third reading and final passage.
Question before us is the passage of House Bill 1303 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Representative Covarrubias. Please close the machine. With 63 ayes, 0 noes, and 2 excused, House Bill 1303 is passed. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House... Oh, I'm sorry, folks. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Please read the title of House Bill 1266.
House Bill 1266 by Representatives Hooten and Melton, House Senators Fenberg and Marble concerning allowing persons who are convicted of misdemeanors for marijuana-related behaviors that are no longer legal to petition for the sealing of criminal records to relating to such convictions.
Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of House Bill 1266 on third reading and final passage.
Question before us is the passage of House Bill 1266 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Please close the machine. With 58 ayes, 5 noes, and 2 excused, House Bill 1266 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1090.
House Bill 1090 by Representatives Kraft, Tharp, and Wilson, House Senators Gardner and Cavallo concerning the Advanced Interstate Investment Tax Credit in connection therewith making an appropriation.
Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of House Bill 1090 on third reading and final passage.
Clearly. The question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1090. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Please close the machine. With 43 ayes, 20 noes, and 2 excused, House Bill 1090 is passed. Co-sponsors. Co-sponsors. Co-sponsors for House Bill 1090. As the Speaker would say, we have some resistors. But please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1277.
House Bill 1277 by Representatives Mitch Bushell, Senators Martinez and Minnick, concerning the authority of the Department of Revenue to suspend the driver's license of a person who leaves the scene of an accident involving serious bodily injury.
Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of House Bill 1277 on third reading and final passage.
Question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1277. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. With close the machine. With 63 ayes, 0 noes, 2 excused, House Bill 1277 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1313.
House Bill 1313 by Representatives Harrod and Humphrey, House Senators Neville and Kagan, concerning civil forfeiture reform and in connection therewith making an appropriation.
Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of House Bill 1313 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1313. Representative Harrod.
Thank you. I would like to ask for a third reading amendment.
Representative Harrod, please explain yourself.
This is a small technical amendment. The drafter, when we changed when we removed the departments for being the ones to seize and to require a fine, we changed that in one place but not the other. This just makes sure it's in both sections so that the fine is automatic and it's clear in the language. So this is, just a technical amendment.
The question before the House is Representative Harrod's request to offer a third reading amendment to House Bill 1313. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Representative Valdez, Representative Becker-Kay. Please close the machine. Thank you. With 53 ayes, 10 noes, and 2 excused, permission is granted. Representative Harrod.
Thank you. I move Amendment L015.
Amendment L015 has been properly moved and is displayed. Please proceed, Representative Herod.
Again, this is just a technical amendment, members, drafting error, and I appreciate your willingness to accept this on third reading.
The question before us is the adoption of Amendment L015 to House Bill 1313. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, proceed to vote.
Are you excited to be home?
Representative Pabon. Please close the machine. With 62 ayes, 1 no, and 2 excused, Amendment L015 is adopted. Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of House Bill 1313 as amended.
Question before us is the passage of House Bill 1313 as amended. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members proceed to vote.
No, that's a good question.
Please close the machine. With 48 ayes, 15 noes, and 2 excused, House Bill 1313 is passed. Co-sponsors.
Holy moly, I thought I lost my brother.
Co-sponsors.
Oh, it's there.
Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1315.
House Bill 1315 by Representative Singer and Lawrence, House Senators Gardner and Fields, concerning the acquisition of data allows the types of DUI offenses being committed by offenders and in connection therewith making an appropriation.
Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of House Bill 1315 on third reading and final passage.
Members, the question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1315. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members proceed to vote. Please close the machine. With 63 ayes, 0 noes, and 2 excused, House Bill 1315 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1351. Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move to lay over House Bill 1351 one day to Thursday, May 4th.
Seeing no objection, House Bill 1351 will be laid over at the Assistant Majority Leader's request. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 216.
Senate Bill 216 by Senator Gardner, House Representatives Becker, Kay, and Lontine, concerning continuation of the regulation of collection agencies under the Colorado Fair Debt Collection Practices Act and in connection therewith implementing the recommendations of the 2016 Sunset Report of the Department of Regulatory Agencies and making an appropriation.
Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 216 on third reading and final passage.
Seeing no discussion, the question before us is the passage of Senate Bill 216. Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Please close the machine. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Representative Rosenthal. Thank you. With 43 ayes, 20 noes, and 2 excused, House Senate Bill 216 is passed. Co-sponsors. Co-sponsors for Senate Bill 216. Co-sponsors.
Big day.
Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1121.
House Bill 1121 by Representative Buckner, Senator Todd, concerning certain healthcare professions regulated by the Department of Regulatory Agencies in connection therewith requiring criminal history record checks for individuals with prescriptive authority and certified nurse aides, repealing the nurse licensure compact, enacting the enhanced nurse licensure compact, and making an appropriation.
All right, Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Good job, Mr. Randall. I move for the passage of House Bill 1121 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the passage of House Bill 1121. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Representative Pabon. Please close the machine. With 36 ayes, 27 noes, 2 excused, House Bill 1121 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1002.
House Bill 1002 by Representatives Pedersen and Exum, all Senators Gonzalez and Martinez-Minute, concerning the extension of the income tax credit for child care expenses paid by a resident individual with federal adjusted gross income $25,000 or less.
Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Members, we're still in third reading. I move for the passage of House Bill 1002 on third reading and final passage.
Members, the question before us is the final passage of House Bill 1002. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Please close the machine. With 47 ayes, 16 noes, and 2 excused, House Bill 1002 is passed. Co-sponsors.
The one from the house died, they killed it. So they reworked it.
Co-sponsors for House Bill 1002. Any more co-sponsors? Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1259.
House Bill 1259 by Representative Weissman, Senator Fitber, concerning a requirement that an independent expenditure committee created by a candidate for public office is subject to constitutional requirements governing limits on contributions to such candidates.
Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of House Bill 1259 on third reading and final passage.
Members, the question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1259. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote.
The state's historic.
Representative Melton, Representative Lebsack, Representative Jackson, Madam Majority Leader.
Tim Neville,
Please close the machine. With 37 ayes, 26 noes, and 2 excused, House Bill 1259 is passed. Co-sponsors. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 126.
Senate Bill 126 by Senators Guzman and Gardner, also Representatives Hamner and Willett, concerning the Colorado Domestic Violence Fatality Review Board and in connection therewith making an appropriation.
Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 126 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the adoption of Senate Bill 126. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Representative Lee. Please close the machine. With 63 ayes, 0 noes, and 2 excused, Senate Bill 126 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Co-sponsors for Senate Bill 126. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 198.
Senate Bill 198 by Senator Priol, House Representative Garnett, concerning public participation in the review by the Commissioner of Insurance of the acquisition or control of an insurer who offers health plans in connection with making an appropriation.
Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I passionately move the best bill of the day, Senate Bill 198, on third reading and final passage.
Okay. You've heard the motion. Seeing no discussion, the question before us is the passage of Senate Bill 198. Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote.
I think some of those reds are really reds. For transparency.
Representative Valdez, Representative Humphrey.
There's anybody who's red-green colorblind. That's the most common kind of colorblind. Isn't that great? This would be tough.
Please close the machine. With 44 ayes, 19 noes, despite the passionate movement by the Assistant Majority Leader, and 2 excused, Senate Bill 198 is adopted. Co-sponsors.
Dude.
Please
Yeah, oh yeah.
close the machine.
Co-sponsor, you get a Christmas card.
Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 111.
Senate Bill 111 by Senator Neville, also Representatives Michelson, Janae, and Gray, concerning measures to address medical marijuana inventory shortfalls.
Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 111 on third reading and final passage.
Seeing no discussion, the question before us is the adoption of Senate Bill 111. Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Representative Arndt, Representative Esgar, Representative Humphrey, Representative Pabon. Please close the machine. With 54 ayes, 9 noes, and 2 excused, Senate Bill 111 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Madam Majority Leader. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 103.
Senate Bill 103 by Senator Merrifield, also Representative Pedersen, concerning implementing research-based early learning strategies, corrective actions in the public elementary and secondary education accountability system.
And members, we are on third reading. Please hold it down in the chamber. Thank you. Madam Majority Leader.
Watch this, Representative Garnett. Good morning, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 103 on third reading and final passage.
Members, you have heard the motion. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and the question before us is the adoption of Senate Bill 103. If there was any question about that. Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Representative Humphrey, please close the machine. With 36 ayes, 27 noes, and 2 excused, Senate Bill 103 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Co-sponsors for Senate Bill 103. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 74.
Senate Bill 74 by Senator Garcia, Representative Escar, concerning the creation of a pilot program that certain areas of the state experience high levels of opioid addiction to award grants and increase awareness in addiction treatment and in connection therewith making an appropriation.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 74 on third reading and final passage.
Members, you've heard the motion. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Please close the machine. With 39 ayes, 24 noes, and 2 excused, Senate Bill 74 is passed. Co-sponsors. Co-sponsors.
She had a slip on.
Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 96.
Senate Bill 96 by Senator Lambert, Representative Lenine, concerning creation of a grant program to support a shared peace officer auxiliary in connection therewith making an appropriation.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 96 on third reading and final passage.
Question before us is the passage of Senate Bill 96. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote.
Well, the reason Ben stopped by last night was to bring me all of his over here.
Representative Melton, Representative Everett, Representative Benavidez, Madam Majority Leader. Please close the machine. With 60 ayes, 3 noes, and 2 excused, Senate Bill 96 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Senate Bill, Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 291.
Senate Bill 291 by Senator Martinez-Munoz, calls Representative Bridges, concerning continuation of the School Safety Resource Center Advisory Board.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 291 on third reading and final passage.
Members, the question before us is the passage of Senate Bill 291. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Representative Buck, Representative Humphrey, Representative Lontine, Representative Wilson. Please close the machine. With 59 ayes, 4 noes, and 2 excused, Senate Bill 291 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 271.
Senate Bill 271 by Senator Cook, also Representative Pabon, concerning the development of transparent process by which an investor-owned utility may recover actual costs from property owner whose behalf the utility is a sensitive of service by presenting the property owner's property to the utility service.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 271 on third reading and final passage.
Question before us is the adoption of Senate Bill 271. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Please close the machine. With 63 ayes, 0 noes, and 2 excused, Senate Bill 271 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 293.
Senate Bill 293 by Senator Kagan, also Representative Lee, concerning updating the reference to a national standard setting forth certain specifications applicable to the type of paper used to public the Colorado Revised Statutes.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 293 on third reading and final passage.
Question before us is the adoption of Senate Bill 293. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Representative Humphrey. Please close the machine. With 54 ayes, 9 noes, and 2 excused, Senate Bill 293 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 193.
Senate Bill 193 by Senators John and Lumberg, also Representatives Pedersen and Rankin, concerning the establishment of the Center for Research in Substance Abuse Disorder Prevention, Treatment, and Recovery Support Strategy at the University of Colorado Health Sciences Center in connection therewith making an appropriation.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 193 on third reading and final passage.
Members, the question before us is the adoption of Senate Bill 193. Seeing no discussion, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Please close the machine. With 43 ayes, 20 noes, 2 excused, Senate Bill 193 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Co-sponsors for preventing substance abuse. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Madam Majority Leader.
I'm going to move to lay over the balance of the calendar and then we'll be done. Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move to lay over the balance of the calendar till tomorrow, Thursday, May 4th.
Seeing no objection, the balance of the calendar will be laid over at the Majority Leader's request. Announcements and introductions. Representative Lawrence.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, this is the day you guys have all been waiting for. I know you're going to be really excited to hear this. It is Relax, Refresh, and Renew Day because we have the Colorado Coalition of Massage Therapists in the old Supreme Court chambers from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. today. So go on in. Have them work on those tight shoulders, relieve some of your stress, so we can all have a happy last week here at the Capitol. 9 to 1 today. They do some awesome work, so go in and take advantage of this.
Representative Mitch Bush.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Transportation and Energy members, please listen up, although you may already be aware of this. Today at 1:30, we have 4 bills. Senate Bill 14 with John Becker, Senate Bill 211 with Representatives Lawrence and Kraft-Tharp, Senate Bill 43, which at the request of the sponsor will be laid over, and Senate Bill 1363 with Representative Hansen.
Representative Foote.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. State Affairs, we are in room 271 this afternoon. Starting 1:30, we'll hear 2 bills, Senate Bill 281 and Senate Bill 9. See you in room 271.
Representatives Arndt and Janal.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, or Madam
Pro Tem.
Speaker Pro Tem. Today we're honoring the EcoCar from Colorado State University, the EcoCar team members. In the back there? They're right over there. So we have a little tribute to them. The members of the Colorado General Assembly are proud to honor Colorado State University's EcoCar 3 participants in recognition of their scholarship, innovation, and dedication to environmental sustainability. Comprised of 6 diverse teams of CSU students, the CSU EcoCar 3 group is tackling challenges in the development of advanced vehicle technologies to address the issues of energy efficiency and sustainability, affordability, performance, and safety. The team members will travel to Detroit and Washington, D.C. next month, where the engineers will demonstrate the success of their hard work. The General Assembly commends and encourages their commitment to responsible technological stewardship, which will undoubtedly inspire and strengthen future generations of sustainable innovation to come.
Representative Janal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. And yes, the group from CSU is up in the left-hand corner of the chamber. And let me tell you a little bit about this competition. The EcoCar 3 is a U.S. Department of Energy Advanced Vehicle Technology competition, and it challenges North American university teams to redesign a Chevrolet Camaro to reduce its environmental impact while maintaining the muscle and the performance expected from the car.
The muscle.
Teams have 4 years from 2014 to 2018 to harness those ideas into the ultimate energy efficient high performance vehicle. And I want you all to give a hand to the team members of EcoCar 3 from CSU. And just if anybody, I would suggest that all of you here in the chamber, all the legislators, come and meet this team. They will be in SCR 354. And come on in here, Representative
Get
Pabon.
in here, Pabon.
And they will be there from 12 to 1. So please go up and meet these wonderful new engineers of our future. Thank you guys for coming down.
Representative Pabon.
And Madam Speaker Pro Tem, the only thing I would add to that is, as an engineer to a group of talented engineers, just keep going. You're our future. Thank you.
Representative Lee.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Just another reminder, Judiciary Committee will be meeting tomorrow afternoon for one bill. Thank you.
Are there Representative Pabon?
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. And I did come down to remind and tell the members of Finance that in addition to the bills that you see on your calendar today, we may also be hearing Senate Bill 299. Senate Bill 299 by Representatives Van Winkle and Kraft-Tharp. So add that to your agenda. Now, you may be asking yourself, how in the world will an upon adjournment committee be able to get through the volume of bills that have been calendared? And the answer to that is, we're not going to delay afternoon committees. We are going to have a special meeting tomorrow afternoon upon adjournment of the Business and the Health and Insurance and Environment Committee. And any bills that are not finished today will be laid over until tomorrow. So we'll go over this again in greater detail in the Finance Committee, because there may be some members who are not tuned in. But for those of you, Representative Catlin, Representative Michelson-Janae, Representative Covarrubias, Representative Benavides, Representative Van Winkle, who are listening intently, you know what's going on. We'll repeat it for everyone else. We'll see you, and by the way, just to be clear, we'll see you in about 12 minutes. So 10:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Are there further announcements and introductions? Madam Majority Leader?
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I move that the House stand in recess till 10:25 today.
Seeing no objection, the House will stand in recess at the Majority Leader's request. Thank you, colleagues.